Hey guys, this is Jim again. We just got back from Mount Rushmore a couple days ago on a family trip. That was fun. Went for a wedding and ended up seeing a lot of sights. We drove from Southern California to South Dakota. We left last Thursday at about 4:30, 5 in the morning, and we got to our destination just down the road from Mount Rushmore at 3:30 Friday afternoon. So there was some team driving going on and very little sleep, but we made it for the wedding. And then we took our time coming back and stayed at a couple of KOA campgrounds, and that was fun. But I was going up there, and I knew I was going to come back feeling patriotic, so I ordered some Stirling soaps that I knew I'd be in the mood for. I got some Ozark Mountain, which smells amazing, by the way. I got a sample of the aftershave Splash. It smells exactly the same. It's just this coniferous, not like coniferous. There's a coniferous. I got that aftershave Splash, and it smells like that, but it's also got a florally, perfumey scent to it. What it reminds me of is, to be perfectly honest, when I was little, I grew up in Washington State, and when I was younger, one of my dad's best friends, his name was Steve, his family owned a Christmas tree farm, and we always went there to get Christmas trees. And the smell just reminds me of going and getting Christmas trees. The cabin smell, not just lit live trees, but wood in general, like a preserved wood. There's almost a resiny smell to it. I'll have to look that up again. But I love it. It reminds me of the smell of the Christmas tree farm and the Christmas tree store, where all the ornaments were and the wreaths. And yeah, as long as I don't have some type of reaction to the fragrance, this is going to be one of my favorite soaps. I can already tell, because I shave before I shower, and I shave at night. 99 times out of 100, I shave at night. So, because I don't like fighting over the bathroom with the girls. 3 women. Not going to do it. But so I just get scents that I enjoy. They don't really have to match up with any kind of fragrance I'm wearing or anything like that. I get them because I like them. I like the scent. As long as it doesn't react with my skin. Like I've only had one Stirling soap that I couldn't handle, and it's very, very popular. But I have funny, I don't have a lot of allergies, really. I have some hay fever and stuff like that, like, pet dander. But I'm not really, really sensitive to it, only if a cat is, like, in my face. Like happens frequently because I have cats. But I have chemical sensitivities. I have metal allergies, nickel alloys and things like that. Fire retardant on new clothes that you just get from the store makes me break out into terrible, terrible hives. Painful. So I have some chemical sensitivities. And there's a very popular Stirling soap, which I was really looking forward to using. And I bought it, and I love the scent, but it was the Stirling, the iced pineapple. Something about that fragrance oil set off my chemical sensitivities. And so I talked to Rod, the owner. I contacted Stirling, and he replaced it with something that we both knew I already liked. Gave me a puck to make up for it, because I buy a lot of Stirling soaps. It's pretty much my favorite artisan soap maker right now. But the one I bought that I was really looking forward to using was the Benjamin Franklin, or the Ben Franklin. Now this one, the scent, again, if you can see here, right there, I scraped that a little bit, put it in a salsa bowl, just to test it. Because if I was going to piff this, or give it to somebody, or sell it, or whatever, I didn't want to contaminate it, with my brush. That's just being nice. I know a lot of guys do that, but I'm the same way. But this one is the scent list. The ingredient list is pretty standard. It's you can see it. It's on any Stirling soap. You can look on the website. Beef tallow, so it's tallow soap, stearic acid, distilled water, castor oil, potassium hydroxide. So automatically right there, it's got 2 great ingredients for shave soaps. Vegetable glycerin, which adds slickness. Essential oils, almond oil, shea butter, coconut milk, lanolin, again, another great thing for the skin. Some people have sensitivities to it. Sodium hydroxide and sodium lactate. And also, one thing I like about these containers, these containers are big. I mean, look at how much soap that's 5.8 ounces. I did the math, and I figured it was right about 2 ounces, or $2 an ounce. And I did the math. It was let me think, $11.50 for 5.8 ounces, which went out to right about $1.98 an ounce, and that's with the container. So, and this container's a good, solid container. Some of the soaps are heavier, some are lighter. Here's the Ozark Mountain. It looks like there's a little bit more soap in it than the Ben Franklin. But the Ben Franklin is denser. I can push on it with my finger, and I really have to push just to mush the surface. Where the Ozark Mountain feels slightly softer, just slightly to my touch. But I love that scent. The Ben Franklin is what I'm going to use today. Oh, I also got some Porta prints, and I got a tin, and I just yanked the labels and put them on there. I'm going to do a review on that later. Some people complain about the scent. I got a puck, and I just pressed it into a tin. 4-ounce puck. Lemongrass and vetiver. I love vetiver, so this is going to be fine. I love it. And if the performance is on par with the reviews, I'm probably going to buy a bunch more pucks. Because I love vetiver and I love lemongrass. It's just a nice, clean, some people call it a spa scent. I don't know, I've never been to a spa where those scents were, or a spa in general, at least in the United States. So, but anyway, this Ben Franklin is $1.98 an ounce, and in my opinion, barring some fluke, probably just going to be a personal problem that you have, it's damn hard to beat Stirling for bang for your buck value. They shave, as far as I'm concerned, they shave way above the price, the performance, and the scents in general. But performance is a big one for me. So, anyway, I'm going to shave with this today, and I'm not going to do anything crazy. I got my favorite Frankenrazor. Right now I'm shaving with, as you can see, this is a Gillette Tech head on my Maggard MR5 handle. See the little oak leaf on the top. I put a Lord blade in there. Lord Platinum. I don't know why. Just the design. Lord with the little sword. I don't know. Just got back from Mount Rushmore, looking at the sword. Lord, Ben Franklin. Maybe it's a period thing. I don't know. But this is a pre-war tech head. that I'm going to shave with a Lord blade, brand new, never shaved with it, or a fresh blade, I should say. I did my pre-wash with Noxema. I used Noxema years ago, but I'm finding that I got some because it was on sale. Just thinking I'd try it again on a whim, see how it worked as a pre-shave, and I find it really softens up my hair, my whiskers as well. I don't shave much on my face and my neck, but it really, really works well. So I'd recommend that if you want a pre-shave wash. Not an oil. I don't know. It might work as an oil. There's plenty of oils in it. Soybean oil, linseed oil, eucalyptus oil. But for me, it's stripping that skin oils off, hydrating that hair and the whiskers. I find it works great. And I got two containers of this, big tubs, for like $8 at the drugstore. I didn't really shop around. I just grabbed it because the price was reasonable. I'm going to be using my Omega High brush. I have an Omega S brush that Stephanie's been using lately because she got a ELF brush and was trying it, but the knot, the glue, just came out. It just fell apart. And so I gave her my S brush. I had a feeling that was going to happen. So I ordered a high brush. Now, if you can see, these aren't that much different. There's slightly more height to the high brush. And new the high brush felt about the same as an S brush I'd been using for a month or two. So it's a little bit less backbone, but I like it. I don't know if it's worth it to a new shaver that's going for a more frugal shave, but a more frugal gear. But the design is sharp. $20. It's a synthetic, so a lot of it smells like my soap or whatever I used last. Rinse it out. It's idiot proof. Really doesn't take a lot of care. Plus, from what I understand, from what I'm seeing from a lot of YouTube channels, the synthetic brushes are really catching up to the high quality boar bristle and badger brushes. So synthetics are on the rise, and I like the synthetics, especially for a new shaver. It just removes a lot of the thought process and learning curve. When you have a brush, you don't really have to worry about it. It's just ready to go right out of the box. It doesn't have a funky smell. You don't have to worry about it shedding. These issues are it's a moot point with a synthetic brush because they just don't apply. So anyway, I got my pre-shave done. I'm just going to lather right up in the container. This is the Benjamin Franklin. Now the scent on this is, it smells exactly the way it's described. There's only 4 scents. It's benzoin, which is clear. I mean, it's kind of a camphor-y smell. Frankincense, which is obvious. And then clove and nutmeg. And if it was just the benzoin and the frankincense, I think this soap wouldn't, it would almost be too resiny, too medicinal, but the nutmeg and the clove round it out really nice. This almost has a holiday scent to it as well. Maybe not the camphor straight out, but frankincense, nutmeg, clove, those are all holiday scents. And the Ozark Mountain, of course, to me, at least on my nose, smells like a holiday scent. So I think these are going to be 2 of my favorite soaps in this holiday season. I know there's some specialty made holiday soaps, autumn soaps, but these 2 work great for me as holiday soaps. Let me get my salsa bowl out. This is taking longer. I didn't expect to talk so much before the shave. I'm going to have to pick up the pace on the shave. Good thing I'm using the pre-war tech and a fresh blade. This is probably going to be a quick shave. Good thing I have a medicinal soap. Look at this lathering up already. It's already coming out of the edges. Loads easy. Oh yeah, jeez, it's already falling out all over the sink. It's crazy lathering. I think that's loaded enough. That'll work, probably. Is there soap on me? Nope. Let me get my head wet a little bit. My face. As most of you know, if you watch my videos, I like to head lather because I like to build the lather on my head. It's just a good exfoliating, and I find it very pleasurable to lather on my head. And then I use the head lather to lather my face and my cheeks, right here, and my throat. I'm not going to waste any of that stuff. Oh, jeez. Look at that. That's nuts. I was a little worried about this clove or something in this giving me a little bit of a reaction, but I already shaved with it, so I know I'm good to go. Just a quick load. You saw how quick that was. I'm not going to go for a BBS. I'm just going to go. I don't have anything going on tomorrow. I don't think. So, look at that. Look at that. That lather is nuts. That's one thing I love about Stirling soaps. It's pretty. In my experience, it's idiot-proof to lather them. They're so easy to lather. Add a little bit of water. Oh, there it goes. When I start hearing a sloppy, creamy sound, that's when I know it's there. Oh, jeez. This has just got a little bit of a tingle. It's not an uncomfortable tingle. It's almost like a lightly mentholated tingle. But that makes sense with the camphor or the benzoin, which is a camphory type of effect. Feels good. Feels even on the back of my head. Let's get going. I like these pre-war techs. I've got a post-war tech head. I got two of these heads. Got a really good... Oh, that's slick. Man. There's no problem going back over that. Slick. I've got two of these tech heads. I got one pre-war, one post-war. Both of them I got they came from eBay, replated in rhodium. With shipping, I think it was $43. So I got a really good deal on those. Oh, That Lord blade works well in that pre-war tech. Now I've got a few days growth. I don't know if you saw, but I've got a few days growth, which I normally don't have. So it's going right through it. This soap is great. Look at that. Still shine. Still nice sheen, not drying out. And the pre-war tech slightly more aggressive than the post-war tech. But I've got a variety of blades. I've got some Astra SPs for when I want to ramp it up a little bit. And I've got some Lab Blues for when I want to dial it back a little bit. At least in my experience, the Lab Blues are a little bit more mild. Now, this Lord doesn't feel as sharp as an SP. If I had put an SP, an Astra SP, or any variety of sharper, recognized sharp blades in this, I would be getting a lot more effect. But it feels plenty sharp. The Lord does. At least in this razor. It's taken off the first layer just fine. And what do they say? Beard reduction, not beard removal. I guess the same applies to my head. Somebody complained about me using my left hand because they couldn't see my shave. But it's not like you can see the right side anyway, so what the hell. It does have some nice feedback though. Okay, doing the back. Ooh. Yeah, I can tell. I haven't shaved in a couple days. Just been busy. Oh, that is slick stuff right there. Plus, it's hard to get a good video with a head shave unless you have got a buddy holding the camera. Because it's not like exactly shaving your face, is it? A lot of these angles are lost. Whew. Man. I'm just going to give it a once over one more time and then jump in the shower. I'm mostly concerned with seeing the performance on this stuff, and I already shaved with it, so I know what it is. It's awesome. My face is done. My cheeks anyway. my throat. Give everything else a once over and then I'll be done. And jump in the shower. But yeah, this stuff is so slick. It's hard to do a comprehensive head shave video and not feel like I'm wasting somebody's time. Not wasting mine though. Probably didn't even need to load that brush anymore, but I felt like it. Quick paint. Man, this stuff. Oh, yeah, see that. A lot of people make a big deal about the scent in the container, whether it be a tube, a tin, a tub, but to me, the scent when you lather it, that's what's most important. I could care less about how strong it smells in the container. I want to see what it smells like when you lather. And when you lather this, it really reminds me of like a birch beer, or maybe, see, that's a DFS right there. Still plenty slick. No problem. Fresh blade. No nicks. This stuff is slick. I don't know if the aromatic ingredients have anything to do with the performance, but as far as the benzoin or the frankincense or the clove and the nutmeg, I wouldn't expect. Though the clove probably has a very similar effect on the skin that it does if you use it orally. Clove oil used to be used as a dental anesthetic. Some of you might remember an old Dustin Hoffman movie, Marathon Man. I think it was Marathon Man. Was it Marathon Man? Well, anyway, he was getting worked over by some crazy Nazi dentist, and what did he give him? To soothe his dental pain? Straight clove oil. And it works. It really does. We used it some when I was in the Navy, and it really does work for toothache pain. Incredibly. Very old school, but it works. No worries. Well, that was good. I'm going to jump in the shower, and after that, I'm going to use a little bit of my favorite Thayer's Medicated Superhazel. Stuff's incredible. I think I'm going to go with the Medicated theme. So you guys have a good night, and look into Stirling. It's awesome stuff. Later.